Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone, and welcome to SirVick TV, your home of infotainment. This is not the kind of video that you could have expected to come this day, but you know what? At times we have to do things differently. So welcome to Narok town in Kenya, which is the capital of Narok County, and it's located in the southwestern part of Kenya, that is in the Rift Valley region. So welcome to Narok. So this video, the reason I'm saying it's not a normal, like a typical video, we've not really done much of road trips recently, so it's like the first time we're doing a video entailing a road trip in 2024. So it's the first of its kind in 2024. So welcome to this vlog today. Basically it's a road trip from Narok town to Nairobi city. So where has the video started from? Actually it was a stopover. So Narok is not where we started our journey from. We were coming from a different place, coming from the village that is in Kisii, and we're heading to Nairobi. So this was our stopover for lunch and all that, and then we're now heading to Nairobi. So it's at this point that we're now getting into Narok town itself, as you can see from afar. So one fact that we need to actually note is that Narok town or Narok County is the gateway to the famous Masai Mara National Reserve, one of Africa's most popular wildlife reserves. So anytime you hear of Masai Mara, just know that Narok is involved, and that is where we are. So this town is actually the gateway, and it has a very big mall on our right by the name Outlet Mall. That is the biggest mall in Narok town. So anytime you drop by, remember to get there and do your shopping. We've Naivas in here. We've actually Shivling is hosted in Outlet Mall, and there are a host of other Kanini, there are a host of other retailers here. So anything you need, you'll definitely get it in this tourist town, right? So Masai Mara Reserve is actually known for its rich biodiversity, including the great migration of wild beasts and other animals. So a lot of people, a lot of tourists come to Kenya from time to time. So that is Outlet Mall at a distance, ladies and gentlemen, the one that you're seeing, one of the biggest malls in Narok. So from time to time, tourists tend to come to Narok to just enjoy the fun, not Narok per se, but to Masai Mara, to witness the wild beast migration and enjoy the fun. Another thing that you need to know about Narok as well is that the main ethnic group that resides here is the Maasai people. The Maasai people are the main ethnic group that stays here, and the Maasai, of course, are known because of their unique culture, the colorful clothing that they do wear, the traditional pastoralist lifestyle. So in this video you'll see cows or cattle crossing the road from time to time. So such is what actually characterizes this particular place. But besides that, Narok is also a cosmopolitan town because there is Masai Mara University that is in Narok town, and this particular university, of course, is a national university that attracts citizens or students from all ethnic groups. So all that involved, that makes it a cosmopolitan town. But of course the main ethnic group here is the Maasai. Yeah, so you can see the hilly areas. I mean, the greenery. The place is very beautiful. One thing that will be about this video, I'll have a lot of musical breaks to give you time to enjoy the sceneries, but I actually wanted to dedicate the introduction bit of the video to just give you a bit of facts about Narok, so that as we proceed to Nairobi, at least you will have known nothing about Narok if you've never been here. And you get to realize that the economy of Narok is actually based on agriculture and tourism. We've talked about tourism from Masai Mara, and then of course farming happens because there are large tracts of land, as you can see. So a lot of farming actually happens there. And then of course there's the pastoralism, there's the cattle rearing, the cattle rearing, which of course again, gives us a lot of cattle for meat and milk as well. We also have the Narok Stadium that hosts a lot of sporting activities. So a lot actually happens in this particular area. I've mentioned Narok University, not Narok University per se, but Masai Mara University. So that tells you that Narok actually has a lot of educational institutions, both primary and secondary, tertiary as well, meaning it's actually pushing for education. And then of course the railway actually passes here. You remember, you've heard of Suswa, right? So there is a railway here, the standard gauge railway that is heading to Suswa. Yeah, so you can access this place using very many other means besides the road, so you can as well use the railway. So the road network is actually very, very good, and being a tourist town, a lot of people use this road to access the place. So you can see the road is really nice, the scenery is good. You can see some quarry there, and the greenery, the hilly area, the beautiful hills. The road is really good. I told you that you'll see cattle crossing the road, so there are cows crossing the road at that point. Man, it's a very beautiful place, right? Yeah. Let me mention one more thing, and then I leave you to now enjoy a video without any other hindrance. I just want you to listen to music as you enjoy the video. So we do have a lot of cultural activities or cultural festivals that take place in this town of Narok. One of them, of course, being traditional dances with ceremonies. We do have crafts as well, because there are a lot of visitors that come to this place. So for these visitors, a lot has to be done for them to appreciate the Maasai culture, and that is where all these cultural activities actually happen. Yeah, man, so there you have it about Narok. So every time we get to a new town, I'll be telling you a thing or two about the town. So for now, let's enjoy the video as we drive through Narok, as we head to Mai Mahiu. So Mai Mahiu is our next town. So once you get to that town, I'll tell you a thing or two about it. Yeah, so there is another railway, standard gauge railway, that leads us to, there's a drop-off point from tracks where containers are dropped on the other side. I'm not able to focus to that end, but a lot happens here. So trains coming from Mombasa port come to drop containers here for pickup. So a lot happens. So let's keep enjoying the scenery, and let's enjoy the musical break as we head to Mai Mahiu. Yo guys, I guess the musical break didn't last as expected, man, because we've gotten to Mai Mahiu. So welcome to Mai Mahiu town, which is located in Kenya, and it's about 80 kilometers from Nairobi. So This particular town is actually situated in the Rift Valley region of Kenya, and it's very close to Nairobi. That's what said is 80 kilometers from Nairobi. And for those who are wondering, I'm talking about the Great Rift Valley. So what is the Great Rift Valley? So this is a particular geological feature known for its dramatic landscapes and volcanic activity. The Rift Valley is very significant. It's a very significant geographical feature in East Africa, actually. So a lot of tourists actually come to Kenya to see the Rift Valley. So if you get to Mai Mahiu viewpoint, you can actually view the Rift Valley very, very well. Another thing about Mai Mahiu is that we do have a geothermal power point here, and we also have hot springs in this particular area of Mai Mahiu. So there's a lot for tourists to come and see, right? Welcome to Mai Mahiu, Kenya. Enjoy the scenic views, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the scenic views, the hills. Do I call them mountains really? They're just hills. The greenery. But this particular stretch is actually very risky, so you have to maintain a given speed. Otherwise, if there is traffic and you decide to speed, and there is no other way where you can actually divert your car to. So anytime you try to overtake and then there's another car coming from the other side, it can be very risky. So you need to drive very, very carefully at this point. That's why you see every driver is actually taking caution. There is no speeding, there is no hurry. Yes, you want to go hurriedly to Nairobi, but you have to be very cautious. And then there's one very key thing that I need to show you. This church was built many, many years ago. I'm not able to state the age of this church, but it's actually one of the oldest Catholic churches in Kenya. It was built years ago, very many years ago, but it has lasted over the ages, Yeah, so let's drive safely to Nairobi. Do I really need to tell you a thing or two about Nairobi, guys? You all know Nairobi now, the capital city of Africa. So let's drive safely to Nairobi, and let's enjoy a musical break as we get to travel to Nairobi. So again, at some point I'll hop in to tell you a thing or two before we finish the video, so I don't want to bother you much. Let me just leave you to enjoy the scenery as we drive to Nairobi. The introduction of counties is actually a very confusing thing, because at this point I'm convinced that I'm in Nairobi, but when you're in Uthiru you're still in sometimes you realize that you're in Kiambu County, so it's very, very confusing. So sometimes I'm very unsure whether am I in Nairobi County or am I in Kiambu County at this point. But basically we're on the highway, we're heading to the city, man. We're very, very close to the city. So from this end, it's actually in the Nairobi metropolis area. Yeah, I guess in Nairobi County as well. The reason I'm saying that is because actually in Kangemi now, so the moment you hit Kangemi, you're definitely in Nairobi County. So we're now in Nairobi County. The stretch from Uthiru, I guess that is in Kiambu County, but now that we're in Kangemi, we are definitely in Nairobi County, and we're now approaching Westlands. Westlands is one of the posh areas in Nairobi, so we're approaching Westlands. So when you get to this area, at least you're in Nairobi. So between now and entering Nairobi, it won't take much time, considering that there is no much traffic at this point. So I think I can now welcome you guys to Nairobi from this stretch. Are we very far from Nairobi? Not really. So welcome to, we are approaching Morocco. So ABC Place, there we are. We are in Morocco. We're getting to Westlands. So allow me to say welcome to Westlands, and by extension let me say welcome to Nairobi, right? Welcome to Nairobi. Actually ABC Place is here, so I don't know the building I saw before. Which building was it? I'm sorry guys. Here is ABC Place. So the moment you get to ABC Place, Westlands is around the corner there, as you can see. And once you get to Westlands, then we say, you know what, we are a walking distance from the CBD. We are less than 3 kilometers or 2 kilometers from the CBD. So welcome to Nairobi City, right? Yeah guys, I do hope that you enjoy the road trip. So let's keep driving into the city as we listen to amazing music, right? Let's take the musical break. for non-Kenyans, for those who are not residents, what you can see on top right there is the Nairobi Expressway. So it stretches all the way to the airport. So in case you need to go to the airport, you don't need to use the main road that you're using, the main highway. Just get to the expressway on top. There is of course a token to be paid, and then you'll get to the airport within less than 10 minutes. If you're driving fast, you'll be at the airport. So all you need to do is just make your payment, right? So welcome to Nairobi, where we have the best of expressways with the best of super highways. That is the Thika superhighway. Then of course you see Kempinski Hotel right there. That is the hotel that the former president of US Barack Obama slept in when he came to Kenya. When he visited Kenya as president, he spent his night at Kempinski. Yeah, so welcome to Nairobi, ladies and gentlemen. Do I need to tell you much again from this point? I guess you're in Nairobi now, so let's enjoy the Nairobi scenery, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you've stuck with me to this point, I don't take it for granted. I do appreciate that you've decided to spend 30 minutes of your time watching my road trip from Narok to Nairobi. I do appreciate that you've done that. All I request is that you click on the like button, so like the video, drop a comment, and please share the video to as many people as you can, and subscribe if you're yet to, for the channel to keep growing. Thank you so much. Happy New Year once more, and I wish you the very best in the year 2024. Bye bye. See you again in the next video.